Today I'm going to tell you why you are overweight. Of course, if you are. If you're not, good for you. So there is a forecast that says that by 2025, 2.7 billion of the population will be obese. Let's just exclude the minority, and I'm talking about 1 to 5% of them, so really an irrelevant number, of people with genetic problems, so people who born that way and they have a genetic problem. So let's focus on the remaining over 2.5 billions who are perfectly sane and should not be obese. Why did I say it's not your fault? It's not your fault because the food industry tricks you. Food industry, as I probably said in another video, I said that it's very concerning that ready-made food is cheaper than its own single ingredient. That means a lot. That means that food industry really wants you to buy the ready-made meal, because it's cheaper for them and creates a permanent relationship between you and them. So how do they create a permanent relationship? Well, one of the things is that certain flavors create addiction. It's like drugs. So once we have it, we don't want to stop having them because we really love them. So the French fries, hamburgers, all this stuff, all this food, we really like it because it's really good. So it creates an addiction. We remember it and we want it because we like it. And another big part is the availability. Wherever you go in the world, anywhere that you can find a food machine, this machine doesn't deliver anything healthy. Just deliver, crap. Cost, as I said, is cheaper than the single ingredient. That's another big impact because whoever you are, no matter how poor you are, you can afford it. And the very last big part is marketing. Nowadays, marketing is so powerful. Companies with money, they can basically know every single thing you do. Above all, because you are online. They have the potential. I'm not saying that all of them do, I don't know, but they have the potential. There are studies conducted on our brain. Another thing that they do is that they target the most defenseless categories, like kids or people with no access to information, so with people with no education at all and no possibility to have education. And finally, most of these companies, what they do is really horrible. They create this glow of health and goodwill and philanthropy, so they fund lots of initiatives that relate to the fitness or well-being world, so that people associate them to this thing. So people think, oh wow, this company has been promoting this well-being initiative, so their products must be good for me. But that's not so, and you must be very careful. Whoever tries to sell you something potentially doesn't care about yourself, they just care about themselves. Which is why I'm making these free videos, which is like a crusade, which I've never win, because I know how difficult it is to overcome being overweight, overcome a very unhealthy lifestyle, because I've been there, and I'm just blessed. One day I managed to get out from there, just thanks to my wife as well. I remember there was a time where, because she grew up in a family that was really careful about what they were having for meals, what mine wasn't, unfortunately. Mine was just focused on how good it was. And I remember when I started to introduce my wife to what I was eating, she wasn't even able to eat it because she found it so incredibly salty or so incredibly sweet. And then she was trying to introduce me to her food, and it was like, for me, it was completely bland. I'm talking about the avocado, for instance. I wasn't even able to taste it. To me, it was just like having some cardboard. But eventually one day I decided to stop that, because I started to study and I managed to lose all my fat and to eventually live a healthy lifestyle. I will never become overweight again. So if you want, you can join my Facebook group. I have a Facebook group on my Facebook page. Where you are watching this video is probably not, but you can come to my Facebook page, and from my Facebook page you can find my group, and I will be always happy to provide free hints, because I'm not asking for anything really. I just want people to be able to be healthy, because I've been there and I know how bad it is being there. So I just thank you for watching. This video is a little different than the other ones, but yeah, next time that you go to the supermarket, do a favor to yourself and think about what you've been watching now. Bye.